Persona 5, Dancing in Starlight. Oh, I was just thinking about my sister. How I always seek her approval. How I don't want to be left in her shadow. Things like that. So I can't help but sympathize with the twins' sibling rivalry. I feel that way a lot myself. Really? I may not look it, but I can be pretty competitive. But I'm usually the only one fighting. I think that makes me feel even worse. Anyway, as I was saying... Please. I get enough of that from my sister. I know it's childish. Why do I get so competitive? I guess I just want to feel like we're on equal footing. Anyway, as I was saying, I feel for those two, so I've been thinking I should try a little harder to help them out. It's only an idea. It's not that I have any confidence in my dancing. But it's all about understanding the key points. I don't have a lot of experience with it, so honestly, I'm not too confident. But it's all about understanding the key points. If I practice with that in mind, I should be okay. First, I need to take a deep breath and visualize the space around me. Next, focus on the music. Align my rhythm with the beat, go with the flow, and at the right moment, make my move. Is that bad? I just thought I would apply some of those fast, sharp... I guess that was a bit much, huh? I just thought I would apply some of those fast, sharp Aikido forms to my dancing. It may be unorthodox, but Aikido has taught me a lot. I'm starting to feel a bit better about dancing. I need to be careful when someone's next to me, though. I might hit them by accident. Anyway, let's get down to business and begin practicing. Would you join me?
I always viewed Aikido as a passive martial art, but your prowess has opened my eyes. Observing it closely reveals rhythm and fluidity. Not a single movement is wasted. It's beautiful.
I want to say thanks, but I'm not so sure it's appropriate as a style of dancing. It does allow me to maintain my rhythm, though. Movement-wise, I think it's going decently. No pressure. I decided to go ahead and try it since we're in a dream and all, but it's still a bit embarrassing.
So you express the duality of dance and
Aiki dance? Are you officially coining that? In a way, it does resemble partnered dance moves. I never considered that before coming here.
So you express the duality of dance and Aikido. Fascinating. What an unexpected discovery. What sort of techniques are there in Aikido? Could you show me a simple one?
Sorry, but no. My sensei made it clear that Aikido is not to be handled lightly.
Sensei? So you had one too? Were any secret techniques bestowed upon you? Did you endure a fast? Train under a waterfall?
Of course not.
So you're beyond such basics. Even I go for days without food and bathe with cold water in winter.
I wouldn't call that basic.
That aside, could you tell me about the nature of your dojo?
It was just a small town one with a handful of students. It did have a long history, though. My sensei taught me all the basic forms and techniques, but I still have a lot to learn. I appreciate that, but there are plenty of people better than me. In fact, they may be closer than you think.
Someone stronger than Makoto.
Not even close. I have a long way to go. There's one person in particular I've never been able to beat. Every time I try, I'm humiliated.
Someone stronger than Makoto? That would have to be a hulking brute. Or a large bear, perhaps.
What is that supposed to mean?
A tiger, then? No, those aren't native to Japan.
It's someone we all know very well. Rather, someone we have faced firsthand. That's right. My sister. She quit when she got a full-time job, but I guess she started to miss it. Lately, she's been going to the gym near work to take kickboxing lessons.
As they say, birds of a feather flock together.
Oh, that's right! Would you mind sparring with me sometime? I could use a good challenge. You managed to beat my sister, after all. That's a shame. How about you, Yusuke, then? You did say you wanted to see my techniques.
Hold on a moment. Oh, this is a dream, is it not? Even if we make a promise now, we're not likely to remember it.
That is true.
Are you selling me out, Joker?
He's got a point. You did mention wanting to see my techniques, Yusuke. Sounds like fun.
I wanted to observe them from a safe distance, not bear the brunt of them myself. Furthermore, isn't this a dream? Even if we make a promise now, we're not likely to remember it.
That is true. And dancing needs to come first. I guess now's not a good time then. Well, let's hope to reconvene when we wake up. Anyway, we should get back to practicing. Would you mind being my spotter? Hi there. Looks like you've been working hard. Why not take a break with us?
Hey, what do you think that book is? Ooh, close but no cigar. Apparently it's a book of law. What? You're way off. Apparently it's a book of law. You got it! How did you know? This was my first time seeing it. I took a peek, but that thing scared me off in 10 seconds flat. I can't read something that dense after a workout. I'd fall asleep in record time.
It's not like I'm that invested myself. It was in my room, so I started flipping through it to kill time. It actually belongs to my sister.
Sai-san's really something, huh? Didn't she pass the bar exam while she was still in school? And when she became a prosecutor, her stunning good looks even got her interviewed on TV.
That's true, but when that story broke out, she was actually pretty upset. The media hounds were all over her private life. They claimed she was in love with some celebrity.
That is how it goes, isn't it? She's so gorgeous, I can only imagine how much gossip went around. So, what's the real scoop? Did she have a super hot, super smart boyfriend?
I honestly don't know. She's never talked to me about such things, nor has she ever introduced me to a boyfriend.
Did she never even talk about her type?
Not at all. But she's a bit of a perfectionist. I'm sure it would be hard on anyone who dares to date her. She has high standards for punctuality, table manners, clothing, and even choice of words.
Whoa, that's way too strict. How could anyone actually live up to that? Wait, I bet Joker could do it.
Huh? What are you saying, On?
Come on, we're already dreaming here. How about it? You game for someone like Saya-san? Hey, that's cheating.
You shouldn't pry into people's personal lives. Besides, isn't it awkward with me here?
Wait, really? So you like older girls? Huh.
Is that so? I didn't expect that. What? Did you really just say that? Please, don't toy with me. It is not good for my heart.
You know, I was thinking, Makoto, you're pretty similar to your sister, right? Does that mean you're just as tough to date?
I don't know. What do you think? What do you have to say to that? Answer me! Just kidding. How did you like my impression of her? To think I'd be dancing at a place like this. I never thought I had it in me.
Same here. I've attended dance parties alongside my father, but this is my first time at a club. It's pretty fun once you get going, though. I feel so free.
I always associated clubs with criminal activity, but maybe that was more bias than fact. When you think about it, club music is a legitimate genre with its own rich history. I heard some incredible pieces here. I shouldn't have cast it aside based on reputation alone.
I agree. Since joining the Phantom Thieves, my mind has been open a little more each day.
Yes, it seems obvious now, but the more you expand your horizons, the richer life becomes. If my sister saw me now, her jaw might hit the floor.
Say, why don't we go to a club?
Yes, we are in a dream after all. We might as well enjoy ourselves to the fullest.
Say, why don't we go to a club in the real world someday? You know, once we're old enough.
That's a great idea. Guess I'd better add dancing at a club to my bucket list.
You keep a list, Mako-chan? What else is on it?
Well, the first big thing is a motorcycle license. I know I ride Johanna in the metaverse, but I want to hit the road in the real world too. Sometimes you need that rush, you know? Just let loose and ride like the wind. Within the speed limit, of course.
I'm sure you could handle it, Mako-chan, but as for me, I'm not so sure.
How about you, Joker? Is there anything you'd like to get a license for? Then you're old enough to start right away. Riding around with everyone sounds great. Why don't you get one too, Haru?
Huh? You really think I could?
Of course. It's not as scary as it sounds. Once you can ride, the world is your oyster. You're no longer limited in what you can do.
A driver's license, huh?
A limousine. They're certainly nice cars, but as a daily driver, that's a little unorthodox.
Yes. It gets a bit lonely sitting so far away from the driver's seat.
That's not quite what I meant. But when you can drive, the world is your oyster. The utility of a car is second to none. Why don't you get your license too, Haru? A small car would be a good place to start.
Huh? You really think I could?
Of course. It's not as scary as it sounds.
A driver's license, huh?
A yacht. You want to get a boating license?
Oh, that sounds like fun. Maybe I should get one too. I was just wondering what to do about the yacht my father had.
Sorry, this is going a little beyond the scope I had in mind. Anyway, with a motor vehicle, the world is your oyster. I bet you'd enjoy the freedom. Why don't you get your license too, Haru? A small car would be a good place to start.
Huh? You really think I could?
Of course. It's not as scary as it sounds.
A driver's license, huh? I'll consider it. When we all graduate, it would be fun to go out together.
I'd love a long road trip. Just set off into the horizon. No schedule, just us and the road. Shall we start thinking about where we'd like to go? That was quite the growl, Futaba.
Ugh, I'm starving. Moving around only makes me hungrier. Make me your special curry. This is an emergency. Ugh, when you say no, it makes me want it even more. I can't wait a whole day. In 5 minutes, my stomach will implode. Right? You've got to do it!
I don't think curry can be prepared that quickly. If you need something now, it'll have to be simple.
Oh, I almost forgot! I've got munchies in my room! 3 dozen cups of instant yakisoba!
3 dozen? Are those emergency rations?
Nope, just regular food. I eat them as a snack so they disappear pretty quick.
I'm a little concerned about you, Futaba. Your diet seems rather unbalanced. Are you eating the meals that boss makes? You don't just fill up on junk food, do you?
Depends on the situation. When I marathon anime all day, I tend to eat whatever munchies I have on hand.
Nutritional balance is important for maintaining a healthy body and mind. Keep your sodium intake below 5 grams a day and make sure to eat a wide variety of foods.
What a pain in the butt.
You're a growing girl, Futaba. If you don't eat properly, you'll ruin it.
Growing? Crap, I forgot! So I still have a chance! If I go all out with this nutrition thing, will I grow tall and in all the right places, like on?
I can't guarantee that, but I'm sure it will have a positive effect on you.
I suddenly feel motivated. All I need to do is get nutrients, right? Got it.
While you're at it, you should learn how to cook healthy meals on your own. If you'd like, I could teach you a few things. Is that a compliment? I'm not sure how I feel about being seen as a mother already.
I think it's awesome. Motherliness is one of the most important stats. It means you take good care of others. You'll definitely be a top-tier wife someday.
Wife? Let's not. I wouldn't mind, but you're pretty good already. I'm not sure I have anything left to teach you. But in that case, why don't we teach Futaba together?
You're so good at all this stuff. You'll definitely be a top-tier wife someday.
Wife? Let's not. Please do. Cooking only gets more rewarding when there are more people to share it with.
You're a natural at this stuff, Makoto. You'll definitely be a top-tier wife someday.
Wife? Let's not jump to conclusions here.
Why not? We've all been thinking it.
If that's what you're looking for, you'd prefer my sister. She makes quite a lot of money. But she does expect perfection. You'd better be ready for that.
You know, it's great that you're so responsible and all.
When you say it like that, it's a little embarrassing. But I can't say I dislike it. No one's ever said that to me before, so thank you.
You know, it's great that you're so responsible and all, but those types tend to reel in hopeless guys. If you take such good care of them, they'll end up totally dependent on you. Better watch it!
Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. I didn't expect to be counseled by someone younger than me.
You've got this, Makoto!
What's up?
It's not much, but make yourself at home.
Right. Yeah. I was kinda expecting this, but it's nothing like my room at all.
Thank you. I prefer to keep it easy to move around in. You don't have to tell me. I prefer to keep it easy to move around in. It makes a good practice area for Aikido.
For real? It's like a mini dojo.
Aikido is part of my daily routine. It helps clear my head. And now I'm applying it to dancing too.
Wouldn't expect anything less out of the Fist of the Phantom Star. You're our fighting master.
Could you quit it with the weird nicknames? I mean, is it that unusual for a student council president to do martial arts? What do you think? Is that so? I wasn't aware. But it's not something I can just quit, so I guess all I can do is keep my chin up.
My bad for bringing it up. If people think it's weird, that's on them. You gotta follow the beat of your own drum, yeah?
I suppose you're right. I've already gone off the beaten path with the Phantom Thieves. I can't let this get to me now. Since joining the Phantom Thieves. I see. Well, that's fine. I wouldn't stop doing it either way, but it's nice to know it doesn't bother you. Since joining the Phantom Thieves. Suits me? Thank you. That's a relief to hear. I wouldn't stop doing it either way, but now I can go on without worrying about it.
Sounds good.
Since joining the Phantom Thieves, a lot has changed. That is, I've personally grown a lot. The little things just roll off my back now. It's gotten easier to accept things the way they are. I can honestly say it's all thanks to everything we went through together. My time with you all was a major turning point in my life. I can proudly admit that.
You sound like you're saying your last words. We still got our whole lives ahead of us, yeah?
You're right. Well then, let's keep looking out for each other. Oh, I almost forgot. There's a certain Aikido move I wanted to try to incorporate into my dancing. I'd like to test it out now if you don't mind. Would one of you be my dance partner?
I'm down. My bones were starting to creak just standing here.
All right. You're welcome to relax here in the meantime, Joker. Make yourself at home. Even though it's just a dream, I can't help but ruminate on my real life when I'm in this room. So much has happened over the past year. It feels like my head's been spinning nonstop. Our exploits as the Phantom Thieves, entrance exams coming up, and now dancing? It's unreal. In the past, I would have thought I couldn't afford to waste my time on something like this. But now, I'm not stressed at all. If anything, dancing is a good breather. I think so too. Overachieving only goes so far. It's better to have a little breathing room. Once this ball comes to an end, it's back. Yes, the Phantom Thieves have really changed my heart. Once this ball comes to an end, it's back to pursuing my goal. Don't worry, if Aikido has taught me anything, letting your guard down will get you countered. Once this ball comes to an end, it's back to pursuing my goals for the future. Have I mentioned this? I want to become a police officer. I know it's odd coming from a thief, but enforcing that justice is what I strive for. It's my way of living up to my father's will, too. How about you? Do you have any dreams for the future? Are you serious? Do you plan on being a phantom thief for the rest of your life? Well, I can't say you're not good at it. If that's what you want to do, I'm sure you'll succeed. Just don't go getting into trouble with the law, okay? I don't want to have to hunt you down. By the way, it just occurred to me. That sounds perfect. You certainly have the training for it. If you're making the coffee, I may have to become a regular. By the way, it just occurred to me. Is that so? Well, there's no need to rush it. Finding that answer is a goal in itself. Whatever your decision, I'm sure you can make it happen. By the way, it just occurred to me. Education and Aikido are practical for my future career, but being a phantom thief? Not so sure. You think so? Well, not everything needs to be job training. That's true. There's no such thing as a wasteful experience. Besides, not everything needs to be job training. The real waste was viewing life so rigidly. I've made my decision, so the only path left is forward. Seems so simple now. When I think about it that way, dancing is no different. I've chosen to do it, so that's that. I wonder if this experience might be valuable for being a police officer somehow. In any case, I need to focus on improving my dancing right now. All right, no more introspection. I've made my decision, so it's time to start practicing. Oh, you're welcome to stay here as long as you'd like. Make yourself at home.
So this is the Spiky Girl's room. Not a single piece of trash in sight.
Hello to you too.
It may be peculiar, but she's offering you praise. Consider it her admiration of your tidiness. Don't exaggerate things. You'll give her a big head. It's common sense to clean up for visitors, especially when they're as generous as us.
That's true. I do owe you a lot. I never would have attempted dancing if you two hadn't brought me here.
Ha! You're on the right track. You'd better dance hard to show us your gratitude. What Caroline means to say is that she would enjoy seeing more of your dances. Can it? Would you stop putting words in my mouth?
You two seem close. I I may be overreaching here, but don't forget your big sister either, all right?
How sudden? I'm not sure I understand.
Yeah, what was that about? Our sister is none of your business.
I'm sorry if I made you uncomfortable. It's just, I've been thinking things over since I got here. To me, my sister is my biggest supporter and my biggest rival.
Your rival, not your enemy?
Yes, that's how I see it. You know, just like you, I've been preoccupied with the need to prove myself to my sister. Whenever she failed to acknowledge me, I was crushed. It was really getting under my skin. But eventually, I realized why I felt that way. It's because I had profound respect for her.
So you were begging to be recognized? How pathetic. Listen up. We're gonna make our sister recognize us. They're completely different. Your brain's the size of a flea, inmate.
In any case, what kinds of tactics?
So you get it. That's right. Marvel at the sheer force of our will.
In any case, what kinds of tactics?
You're awfully full of yourself. You think you can look down on us just because you're a tiny bit taller?
In any case, what kinds of tactics do you use to gain your sister's recognition?
Nothing in particular, just trying out new things. Like this.
What? How is that supposed to work?
Well, it's not so much the activity itself that matters. It's more that by subjecting myself to different experiences, I'll continue to learn and grow. By striving to become the best person I can be, someday I'll be able to inspire her too.
I see. Instead of competing to prove your worth, you'll grow to become someone she can look up to. What a clever way to earn her respect.
Maybe that approach could work on your sister too. What kind of person is she?
It's difficult to explain. She's a curious one. She makes trips to the outside world and returns with endless amounts of food.
So she's a big spender.
More accurately, she's absurd. She has no sense of moderation. If she finds something she likes even a little bit, she'll bring back so much you can't see the floor.
Huh?
It was fine when it was takoyaki or even those seaweed potato chips. But that weird brown kinako powder was disgusting. We were covered in it.
The velvet room was utterly caked in kinako. You could say it was more like the brown room. Our brother shed tears as he cleaned it up.
That's quite unique.
Our other sister is calmer, but she can be rather eccentric as well.
Like busting out puns and then scoring her own cleverness.
She made our brother write puns late into the night, only to say, boring, and reject them all.
Even I pitied him.
Their sisters sound a little quirky. Or more like extremely quirky.
We can go on if you're interested. You're lucky we care so much.
I'd like to hear about your own sister as well. Would you tell us more about her?
Of course, I wouldn't mind. Hey, wait, hold on!